We had such a good weekend. He's my best friend. I didn't want him dead. And I don't want to answer any more questions. I want to talk to my dad.
Meet Bree Kuhn, a ruthless killer wife who thinks she's got the perfect story ready to justify why she just brutally murdered her own husband. But while she sits here clinging to her self-defense narrative,
this is places. My husband dead.
Why did you have the gun when you went to the garage door?
I went to go help him. He was going to leave.
She has no idea that the police already have all the evidence they need, because the victim himself called 911, and that call recorded every single second of what really happened.
He should have just let me kill myself once again.
Why do you say that?
Because then he would be dead.
How many times did you shoot him, Bree?
I didn't need to shoot him. It was at least twice. I didn't need to shoot him. I belong in jail. I'm sure I'm going to jail.
On September 8th, 2021, Santa Rosa County deputies rushed to a quiet home in Gulf Breeze, Florida, after a regular 911 call that turned into the strongest piece of evidence in a murder case with 4 shots ringing out.
Sheriff's Office emergency.
Hi, you guys have been out to my house twice today, and then most recently the deputy talked my wife into letting me in the house, and then she locked me in the garage and tried to break my arm when I was trying to get back inside. She's currently got me locked in the garage because earlier she broke both of the big doors, and then when I came out here to fix it after getting in the house earlier, she locked the door behind me. And then when I tried to
What was that?
She just shot me!
Oh, I'm shooting with somebody. She's driving. She just shot him.
When deputies arrived, they found 34-year-old Collin Turner lying dead in his own garage. Collin was a stay-at-home dad and former Marine, known to everyone around him as a calm and loving father who only wanted peace. And just when he thought he could finally get out with his kids and have it, his wife shot him dead. But this wasn't the first time deputies had been called to that house. Earlier that same day, Bree had called 911 first, claiming Collin had assaulted her.
Sheriff's Office emergency. Hi, can I have a police officer? What's going on? My husband pushed me up against the wall and threw me on the floor, and he's threatening to have him still there? Yes.
Okay. Does anyone have any weapons?
No, there's guns in the house, but no.
When deputies showed up, they found no evidence of abuse.
What's your name again, man?
Collin, Collin.
Collin?
Yep, I bet it ran both of them.
Alright.
It's hard.
Was at any point in time did he get physical?
I told you I tried to grab my daughter last night, and she got physical and stopped me. So I backed off at that point. That night of allegation is the last thing I need. And if it weren't for all her mental health issues and diagnoses and attempts, then I'd walk away and let her have the kids and have space that way. But I'm not going to leave collars with somebody to try to kill himself twice over the last.
I'm not telling you what to do, man. So nobody pushing anybody, nobody's trying to hit anybody. Any reason why she would say maybe that you did batter her?
Because she has borderline personality disorder, and it's a textbook thing for people with that disorder to do is make false allegations.
I get it.
Hours later, Collin called, but still, nothing was done. And by the time the third call came in, it was already too late. Now this woman sits across from detectives, convinced that a quick confession and a self-defense story will be enough to get her back home, completely unaware that the last 911 call recorded every single second of what actually happened.
Kind of walk me through today. I know we got called out there a couple times. So just walk me through Bree's eyes.
I called the first time. We were arguing. Collin, my husband was, he was threatening to take the kids.
Okay.
He said that since I had tried to clean himself a couple months ago, that no judge would give me custody of the children. He was and stuff. Just saying he's gonna take the kiddies and
Today he was.
Yeah, because this is in like our bedroom area, and he pushed me up against the doorway, and I was just trying to talk to him, and then we were in the bathroom. He threw me on the ground and said nobody would believe me because I was a crazy bitch, and so I called the police. when they came. They said we couldn't do anything because I didn't have any marks on me. Then there wasn't any witnesses. And he made a statement that he filled out something. And I got the kids' stuff out of his truck while he was doing that. And I put it in my car because I was going to take them somewhere.
This is Bree's version of what started it all that day, which is basically painting her as a victim of abuse. But then, when the police got to the house after the first 911 call, they found Collin sitting in front of the driveway and interviewed him about the report. Clearly, his version paints a very different picture entirely of what was happening in that household.
I want you to tell me what happened and why she called us. So, she called you right now because she figured out that I want to take my kids to my parents' house in Georgia, for her and I to have more from me, I guess me to have a break from her. A little bit of backstory. In March, she tried to kill herself and did inpatient. After she was inpatient and then she was outpatient group for a while, she got kicked out of that group and then went back in. They bracked it the second time for suicidal things in there. She was diagnosed with borderline personality disorder. You familiar? Mm-hmm. So I was just diagnosed with borderline personality disorder in March or April. Well, I got kicked out of her first therapy group, got kicked out of her second therapy group, and she skipped her last two individual therapies.
Okay. Well, what leads us to what's going on today? Because that's not being rude, but that's irrelevant to what's going on right now as far as she called us.
Yeah, so about 11 o'clock last night, she wanted to watch TV in the bedroom while the kids were sleeping in there. I didn't want her to, so we were all sleeping. And she had got mad and stormed out to the living room and watched TV out there. Tried to talk to her out there. She told me to go away. So I went back in the bedroom. 10 minutes later, she comes in the bedroom, says, "Get out." I say, "No." "Now." I say, "No." So she lays down in the bed with the other three of us and turns on the TV. So for context, we normally watch it at 10. She turned at 30 until like 1 a.m. I turned it down a couple times. Eventually said, "Look, if you don't turn it down, I'm going to turn the Wi-Fi off to this TV." And she turned it up. So I turned the Wi-Fi off to that TV. She said, "Really? You're going to be vindictive?" I said, "I'm not being vindictive. I wanted to turn it down because at this point it's, I don't know, 12:30 or 1 a.m. or something like that. Everybody's sleeping except for you, and you want to watch. You ever watch the 100?
I've heard about it. I haven't sat down and watched it.
Explosions and people's scripts.
Okay.
Not a nice, quiet, conversational show. So anyways, she says, "I'll show you vindictive," and goes out in the living room and putzes around for a while, and then comes back and puts on like a rap pop music station on her phone, blasting that, and she goes to sleep. Come laying there with kids, and that was about 1. At about 1:30, or 1:47, I think, I'm like laying there wide awake, and at that point, she was snoring, so I'm like, all right, fuck this. I would have gone to the couch before, but she wouldn't let me take the kids, and I don't really trust her with the kids when she's like this.
Mm-hmm.
So she was sleeping, so I took I grabbed my 4-year-old, or I went out to pee, took my 4-year-old to the couch, and then she woke up and started yelling at me again. So, "What are you doing? I'm taking kids to the couch." "No, you aren't." That
was all.
What's up?
Last night, right? Rolled into this morning.
Yeah, this is I probably right around 2 a.m. at this point.
Okay. So what happened today, causing her to pick the phone up and call? I guess she called 911. I didn't look.
She found out I was I was packing my car.
That's what the upset was.
Yes.
That you're going to Georgia to see their grandparents.
Yep.
And your parent.
Yeah, they're my parents.
Okay. And your kid's grandparent, actually.
Yep.
Okay. And she didn't like. And is she like? Was she allowed to go? Like, did you plan on her coming?
No, I didn't plan on her coming.
Okay, you're just gonna do it. Take a break.
Yeah.
And they're your kids, right?
They're my kids.
Okay, y'all are married, had kids.
Married.
They're your blood.
They're both of our kids. So, after she had said, "I'll show you vindictive" last night, I thought she meant she came in and put the music on. I figured out, this morning my laptop was missing. I'm looking all around the house for it, and finally, like, wait a minute, the dishwasher was running all night. Just put my that book in the dishwasher to the $2,500 computer. And then,
it's unfortunate.
Cut me off from all the credit cards she has control over. She's the primary breadwinner in the family. And yeah, I said,
Before all of this, Collin had been a gunnery sergeant in the Marine Corps until a traumatic brain injury turned him into a full-time stay-at-home dad. Bree, on the other hand, was still actively serving as a leading petty officer in the Navy. But according to medical reports and her husband's testimony, she had been mentally unstable for a long time, which is exactly why Collin wanted to take the kids away. So with everything going out of control, Collin had no choice but to call her command. And that one phone call pushed her to do something far worse.
I got the garage door opener out of his truck. And I think when I left, he was like on the phone. Broke my command. So I closed the garage doors and unlocked the door and took the batteries out of the lock so that he couldn't come in and take the kids. I didn't want them. I didn't want them to be excited. Yeah, right. Thank you. And then it was a couple hours later. Oh, my daughter, the kids were napping, and I was texting him and calling him because he was in the driveway. Well, he wasn't leaving, but he was just in the driveway.
How long was he locked out of the house?
An hour.
Okay. Oh. So he wasn't leaving?
No.
Okay.
My kids, they're 4 and 3, and the 3-year-old, sometimes she wakes up from a nap, like really confused. And this makes me hysterical. You can't console her. And it's usually hit or miss on who can console her. Sometimes we end up just, he'll have her for a little bit and then give her to me. And she's still screaming while I end up handing her back and forth a couple times. But she was so fine. So I took him out front. And he was still there. So last year, sure, I gave her as him. And he went off of me. I had texted him, just, saying this isn't what this really, the path that we want to do, like this is just crazy that I'm fighting with the kids. I went out there and to go get her. They can see it, call please. This time, he told them that I have mental health issues, that got be a reasonable, I think he doesn't trust me, and then he quoted the kid, which wasn't correct. He just wanted to take them behind. I told him that I wanted a divorce. And so he was just trying to take the kids.
It's almost sad listening to her tell it, but let's take a look at what actually happened the second time deputies pulled up to that house.
My wife won't let me in my house.
Okay, is this wife?
Domestic dispute? Yep.
Okay, can I talk to you over here? Ma'am,
Can I have my daughter, please?
hey, can I just have you wait right there for just one moment, okay? Not right now, hold on, just one second, we'll get this figured out, okay? All right, so what's going on today, sir?
So she's got mental health stuff going on. I was trying to leave for Georgia to get a break from her for me and the kids earlier today, and I called you guys. And when I was talking with you guys, she took my photo ID, all my access to money and everything, and then took the kids inside and locked me out. I've been left outside in my driveway for the last couple hours.
Do you live here?
What's that?
Do you live here?
Yeah, we're co-owners, we both.
Okay.
So I've been on the phone with family yet to see through the Navy and all that today, so I haven't cared that I'm outside until she came outside with my daughter on the porch screaming. So I came over and she gave my daughter to me. She could make her stop screaming.
And what's the argument over? They put in the note something about kids going to Georgia.
Yeah, that was the most closest alligator to the boat.
Okay.
But she was mad that I turned off the Wi-Fi last night, so she washed my laptop and dishwasher.
Okay.
And that's kind of like the last straw.
Are you guys still married?
I mean, for now, yeah.
It's still legal and it's common property.
Yep.
What's yours is hers and hers is yours, and fortunately.
Yeah, so she's
From the
not
property.
allowed to stop me from entering my house?
If it's your house and you still live here, by all means, you got to enter your home however you got to enter your home. Make sense?
Yeah, so she's allowed to change the locks, and I'm allowed to break a window, is that what you're saying?
I'm not telling you to break a window. If you want to, I mean, it's your property. However, you got to get into your house, you got to get into your house. If it's your home and you live here and you've got your items in there, if you got to get in, however you got to get in.
You can't, like, escort me in, though, and let me in.
Well, I'm going to talk to her in just a second, but we'll figure out what's going on.
I was talking to him about wanting a divorce, so he said that he's going to take the kids to Georgia.
Okay.
And he can because we're still married.
Okay.
We got into an argument about it. He pushed me up against the wall. He threw me onto the floor in the bathroom.
Okay.
That's when I called the police.
Okay.
Earlier today.
Okay.
They came out, did, whatever they could do, which wasn't really anything.
Okay.
And then I locked him out.
Okay.
He had been in contact with my command.
Okay.
So, he said that there's allegations of emotional abuse.
Okay.
So obviously I don't want him in there.
Okay.
Him and I arguing in front of the kids, so I locked him out. I'm sorry, I really have to go back in because my 4-year-old, can I just...
Okay, yeah, absolutely. Well, if he's going to wait out here for just a second with her, and I'll go inside if you want with you. And
I don't want him alone with her.
okay, well, then we can all walk back inside.
Okay.
All right.
I don't want that either.
Okay, well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. But we need to check on a 4-year-old. We want to make sure the 4-year-old.
No, that's fine. My 12-year-old's in there, so...
Okay, all right.
And even while all of this was going on, Collin kept smiling through every second of it, staying calm and understanding as detectives questioned him and tried to handle the situation. He kept indirectly making it clear that he really had no problem with anyone and just didn't want to fight. But Bree kept pushing and pushing until she finally decided it was time to kill him. And honestly, without all of this footage, detectives might have actually believed her. And if cases like this are the kind of stories you can't get enough of, go ahead and hit that subscribe button because we're just getting started and there's plenty more where this one came from.
I'm gonna go have an appointment tomorrow and on Friday. It's divorce lawyers. I just wanted to get divorced and not pay for the kids. And not around. The police made you let him back in the house. And I was crying. The kids were crying. Can I talk to my dad?
In just a little while. Now, come on. So what happened after the law enforcement left the second time?
I don't remember. I don't remember.
Which part?
After they left. I know, like, I called my mom. He's in the garage again, and I locked him out. I locked it for some reason, but they to talk to him.
You locked him out for some reason, and that was the thought?
I locked him out. He was in the garage. I locked him out.
Okay.
But he was still in the garage. So I opened the door to talk to him. And, I tried coming in, so I locked the door, and he kicked my foot and was trying to push to go to the door, and I was trying to keep him out. I shot him.
Bree must really think that these crocodile tears of hers are going to make detectives pity her and let her walk right out that door. But while she sits here putting on a performance of a lifetime, detectives are quietly waiting for the right moment to hit her with their strongest and clearest piece of evidence.
He was still coming towards me. I don't think I shut the door, and I went. Taking my keys, and I took them out of the house, threw out back, to go to the neighbor's house, and I saw a kid riding his bike, and I stopped him, And I told them to call 911. And then I was banging on the neighbor's door to get them to go 911. And to take the kids so I could go back and help him because I shot at him.
How many times did you shoot him, Bree? Sure. So just to kind of...
I didn't mean to shoot him. It was at least twice I didn't mean to shoot him, but I did. And said he said something, and just the look on his face.
What was the look on his face?
He was gonna kill me. And that's why I shot him.
Okay. Where did you get the gun? Or you said you came to the door. Did you already have the gun in your hands?
I think so.
You already had the gun in your hand when you came to the garage door?
Is he?
You think so?
I don't know.
Okay. It seemed like it all happened pretty quick. I can definitely see that. It all happened just very quickly.
But he's dead. He's hers.
So
I went to go help him. And I couldn't get in the front door because I had taken out the batteries from earlier. And the garage door was closed. So I ran around back. And opened the garage. And he was, covered in blood. I was screaming. And I couldn't open the garage door to let the neighbors in, and I did. I went over. I pulled it. I was able to open it. I was. I tried to. He was.
I believe that you tried to help him.
Was he dead? Is he dead? They would tell me he was dead.
Yes, ma'am. He passed away. I know that all happened pretty quick. Okay, so you locked him in the garage. You came to the door.
I want to come to my dad, please.
A little while, okay? Got to get through this first. This is important.
No.
Where's the gun normally kept so we can go get it?
It's in the kitchen. I put it in the kitchen.
Where is it normally kept?
My closet.
Your closet?
Yeah, we have 3 guns.
Do you guys share a closet, or is it your closet, his closet?
We share a closet.
Okay.
How is it normally kept? I mean, there's kids in the house, so I figured there's a way to keep it away.
It's up. The shotgun is the one that's out.
Is the handgun in a safe? Is it in its lockbox? Is it in its gun container?
No, it's just up high.
It's just up high. Okay. So the kids can't get it. That's why it's up high. Okay. Why did you have the gun when you went to the garage door? Do you know?
I just wanted it to go. Why did they arrest him when I called the police? Why did they arrest him? I didn't want him dead.
I wasn't out there. I didn't.
I told them.
Was he on the...
Where are my kids?
Where were your babies now?
Where are my babies now?
Where were they at?
They don't have a dad.
Where were they at?
I'm going to jail. They don't.
Hey, Bree, where were your babies at when this went down?
They were in my room.
They were in your room? Okay. Do they normally hang out in there, or did you tell them to go to your room? You're not sure? Okay.
Wait, I thought maybe. He knew I was wrong. He knew he was okay.
Did he have anything in his hand when you had to shoot him?
Bree wants detectives to believe that Collin came charging at her and that pulling the trigger was the only way out. But the autopsy report would later confirm that every single bullet that hit Collin entered through his back.
I can't do this. I have to. Oh.
Well, I know it's very hard, okay, but you gotta be strong. If not for you, but for your babies. Okay, you gotta be strong. I know. Hey, but you gotta be strong. Bro, you're still a mother. Okay, you gotta be strong. Okay, you're the only one that can make light of this situation. You're the only one. Okay, if it was an accident, it's an accident. Okay, if things just got out of hand and it was a mistake, then that's what it is. Okay? But you gotta tell us something. Okay, if things just got out of hand and you made a mistake, you gotta tell us that. Okay, because we don't know what to believe otherwise. Okay, you're the only one that can provide us any sort of light. And I don't think you're a bad person. Detective Kelly doesn't think you're a bad person. Nobody thinks that you're a bad person. Okay, sometimes we do things that we let things get out of hand. Okay, and we make mistakes. But it's not the mistakes that define us. Okay, it's how we move on from those mistakes. Bree, you gotta listen to me when I tell you that. Okay, it's not the mistakes that define us, it's how we move on from those mistakes.
Then I'm going to jail. I need to talk to my dad. I need to talk to
Let me just ask the one quick question. Okay, why did it happen? Bree, just tell us why it happened. That's...
What did they to arrest him?
I don't know.
When? And then he called the cops again.
Why did it go down?
Bree, we can understand this is really, really hard right now.
I don't want to answer any more questions. I have to talk to my dad.
Before we let you call your dad, can we give you just a little bit of information so you understand how important it is that we get your statement? Bree, he was on the phone with 911 when this happened. Okay, so we have an audio recording of when this happened and what was going on. Okay, right now that's the main information that we have is what's on that recording. That's why we're asking you and need you to be really clear about what was going on the other side of that recording.
I told you.
So what was he doing? You said something about him. You thought he was going to kill. They thought he was going to kill you. What made you think that?
Bree, the only thing...
I gotta talk to my dad.
I know. The only thing that we have on that recording is your husband talking to our dispatch saying that you logged him in the garage. Your husband is calm.
Lock with the garage.
Okay. And then the second later, the door opens. One shot goes off. He tells our dispatch, she just shot me. About 5 more seconds go by, and 3 more shots go off. Okay, that is very important information, but we can only see so much of it.
It was me.
What was you?
I shot it. I told you.
What was he doing? You said he made you do this.
Towards me. No, I didn't say that, and I don't want to answer any more questions. I want to talk to my dad. My kids don't have any parents.
DCF is going to be talking to your dad, Bree. Okay?
I want to talk to him.
I know you do, but DCF is already involved in all that. Okay? Okay, they're already doing all that.
Yeah. I don't need a lawyer.
Okay.
And just like that, Bree ended the interview with no answer to the detective's questions. But before she shut the interview down completely, Bree asked detectives if she could call her father. They granted that request, and what was said on that phone call sounded entirely different from what she said happened.
Hello?
Daddy.
Hey. Where are you?
I'm in an office. Daddy.
You're at the police?
Yeah.
You're at the police station?
Yeah.
Alright.
I killed Collin.
I know you did, Sergey. I know you did. I'm just trying to figure out why. Threatening you, or... The kid's okay?
No, they don't. Their dad is dead. And I belong in jail. I'm sure I'm going to jail. But they...
So are you in now, or you're being allowed? Is this a phone call you're allowed?
Yeah, they said I could call you.
Alright. Have you... Obviously it's early. We haven't figured out what the course of action is, but are you going to need a lawyer, or are you going to plead? Well, anyway, I'll ask you this later.
Music.
I
don't know, Daddy. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, you're not going to know. I mean, this is a shock. Just...
We had such a good weekend. He's my best friend.
Hold on, speak clearly. No, I'm not here to, Sorry. You have to what?
We had such a good weekend. He's my best friend.
Said you guys had a great weekend, but for some reason, Collin started this thing last night with you. I mean, you obviously didn't put his computer in the dishwasher. We're clear on that, right? Hmm?
He's dead.
He did, right?
He's dead.
Oh, yes, he is. I'm sorry about that. I'm very sorry. And got caught. You knew that, of course.
Yes.
All right. And in later with Child Protective Services, I guess?
I don't know.
You don't know.
It wouldn't cover anything.
All right, we'll find out tomorrow. We'll start calling. Are you with the Sheriff's Department?
There was a deputy here.
Okay, because I've been trying to figure out all the police numbers. They go straight to voicemail unless you call 911.
I think it's an attorney, district maybe, the district attorney, state.
Oh,
Civilian in suit. He asked if I would come to his office and talk to him, and so the cop brought me here.
oh, so you're waiting to talk to somebody in their office?
I talked to them.
Oh, you did? Okay. What did you tell them?
I know. So I killed him.
Well,
I tried to, like, I tried to help him.
you tried to help them?
I got the kids out of the house, and I went back and I tried to help him, but there was just blood everywhere. Daddy.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Damn it. I'm really pissed right now, Bree. I'm very mad at you. I know you're going through a terrible thing, but Jesus. This is so uncharacteristic. Why did you grab a gun? Did you feel it? Was he gonna hurt you?
See this.
Yeah. No, keep crying. I'm sure it out. I mean, I've got to believe there was a reason it happened. Typically, don't go around shooting people without a reason. He threatening you, or were you in the middle of an argument? I seem to think he sounded like Collin was mocking you at the time. But I don't know. You don't know either.
I need to go back to the hospital.
Are they taking you to the hospital?
I don't know.
All right, well, why do you need to go back to the hospital? Or you think you're hurting yourself? Or...
I don't know.
All right. I don't know either, huh? And this isn't so... I really don't know what I'm going to be able to do.
The way her father is speaking to her on this phone call is what really tells you everything. He's sounding like he knew that this was exactly something his daughter was capable of doing. In September 2024, 3 years after Collin Turner was shot dead in his own garage, Bree Kuhn was finally brought to trial for his murder. She was found guilty of first-degree murder. The court ruled that this was not self-defense, but a conscious and deliberate decision to take her husband's life because he was trying to leave with the kids. She was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Our hearts go out to Collin Turner's family and to his 2 young children who lost their father that day and now have to grow up without either parent in their lives. Thank you for watching today's video. Don't forget to subscribe and check out one of the craziest cases I've ever covered right here.